All right, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect wherever you may be. Brother Shapaya from GMS Chicago, coming at you again with a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And today's lesson, as you see, Civil War. Democrats outraged at one-third of U.S. states challenging Biden's election in Supreme Court. Now you have, I believe it's 17 states, all right, and it's led by Texas, which Trump is joining on to with his lawyers, all right, and their whole thing is to show that it was unconstitutional how they set up, I forget the changes in their election system, all right? And they say they're not trying to, Texas itself, because they're leading this, they say they're not trying to overturn the election because basically by fault, if they win this case, and Texas already won their prior cases earlier this year, I believe, when they first did it. But if they win that case, by default, they would have to overturn the election, which is going to cause what? Civil war, all right? Now, we've been saying whether Trump loses or wins, there's going to be a civil war. So imagine the far left if they overturn the election, because the left is going to think it was stolen, all right? And if the right side doesn't get it overturned, they're going to feel like they already feel that it's been stolen, all right? So how does that word go? Secession. Let me see if I could get it. Yeah. Slovakia. All right, that ain't the word I was looking for. I heard it was something else earlier today. But back to this. All right. Nonetheless, all right, let's read it. A Texas-led motion to this U.S. Supreme Court challenging the elections in 4 states. Now, these are 4 key states that caused Biden to win, apparently, that declared Joe Biden president has angered Democrats. Between that and a rant of CNN's Chris Cuomo, Civil War began trending on Twitter. All right. While some of the 40,000 plus references were of the original 1861 through 65 conflict over the future of the U.S. or wars of other places, a great many tweets expressed the frustration of Democrats and their media allies over the Texas lawsuit against Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, where Biden was declared winner based on the mass mail-in bailouts, which was backed by 18 other states and Donald Trump himself. It says 17 states demanding that the Supreme Court disenfranchise voters in other states seems like a great way to get a second civil war, tweeted Pod Save America co-host Tommy Vietor, a former spokesman of Obama's administration. All right, and you can read the tweets. All right, he was referring to a missus brief by 17 states filed Wednesday in support of Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's complaint to the U.S. Supreme Court. There are actually 18 states that back Texas, with Arizona joining the brief later in the day. All right, so this is going to cause some uproars, man. All right, we're already in uproars right now, but this is going to cause some more and more and more. All right, so we're going to sit back and see, because this prophecy has to come to pass. Matter of fact, let's start at 1. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh whiteth upon a swift cloud. What's that? A chariot. And shall come to Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. So that's what's going to happen when Yahweh Shai, according to Revelations, the first chapter, come back and crack those clouds, right? I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Now, according to Revelations 12, this place is called what? Spiritually Egypt in Sodom, right? And Egyptian against Egyptian. Let's go back to it. Civil War. Now, they show the old picture of the Civil War, even though it's a reenactment, all right? But that's what's coming to this place. Verse 2, I will set Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols, and to their charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to their wizards. Just like Isaiah 47 say, go to your procrastinators. Matter of fact, let me get it on. Say it wrong. All right. Where is it at? Right, it says, Isaiah 47:12, stand now in thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, be thou shalt be able to profit, if so, that thou mayest prevail. All right? Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let thy astrologers and thy stargazers and thy monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from the things that shall come upon thee. Right? But that's not going to happen because those idols are fucking false. Okay? Those idols are false. All right? So this is getting ready to happen to America the Great, Babylon the Great. Okay? And the Lord is getting ready to do this. So with that, I pray this was edifying. I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Karkadash. Double honors to thee, all the apostles of great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. All right? Shalom.